Page 60 should be titled Information About Triangles. So we're going to write down some information that you should already know because it is going to be helpful throughout using the Pythagorean theorem and using trig functions. So the first thing you need to know is that a triangle has 180 degrees in it. So if you added all of the three angles together, it would equal 180 degrees. If you are naming triangles based on angles, by angle measure, there are three different types. The first one looks something like this. It's an acute triangle. That's when all angles are less than 90 degrees. There's a right triangle, which means there's, so it's a right triangle, which means there is one 90-degree angle. And then the next one is an obtuse triangle. And that's when there is one angle greater than 90 degrees. Those are pretty basic. Then we're going to have you can name triangles based on side lengths. So underneath where we named by angle measures, we're going to name by side lengths. And there's three types here. The first one is equilateral. That's when all three sides are the same length. And how do they show that in the picture? They put an equal number of tick marks on all three sides because the tick marks show you that those sides are congruent. Then we have an isosceles triangle, and that would look something like this. That has two congruent side lengths. So isosceles, two sides are the same length. And then the last one is scalene, and that's where there are no side lengths the same. So on page 60, you need to make sure that you have that all triangles have a total measure of 180 degrees in them, that you have the names for triangles based on angle measure and what all of those words mean, and that you have the three different types naming by side length, and you have the three different types with their plain language definitions. And then make sure on page 61 you have all of these 6 vocabulary and word wall words written down because you will need to know what those mean throughout this EQ.